Welcome back, everyone, here to the iBUYPOWER Spring Invitational TSM Team Liquid Map 2 Cobble. And I've got one question for you, Dust. Are you ready?
Let's go! Isn't that? Yeah, that's good.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I said let's go already. Now I'm just turning to the stage awkwardly while I wait for the game to start.
Oh. Yeah. Well, it started, because you aren't aware. We've got armor up on 3 players here for Team Liquid, utility there for Kusta. 4 armors, and it looks like Adren's gone for the 5-7.
Indeed, so Finesse not going to actually go for the complete counter boost. He'll actually fall back, and Liquid, of course, looking to go long. Be Simple already out here with the Deagle. Sit caught in the corner. He will be dealt with by a Liege, and here comes Liquid. The wave is crashing into the site, and Simphis trying to do everything he can, but it's not going to be enough. But Finesse has done well.
Yeah, 2 kills back here from Rock. Nicely done. He'll move forward now. Bomb down on the site. So you can see Liquid are going for the boost up onto the tree. That's Hiko that's up there. Finesse has spotted him, but Hiko since jumped off. He's moved in the drop, and he's taken down Adren. Finesse will find his 3rd kill. Automatic his 1st, and then 2nd there, back from Rock. He brings down Kusta, and TSM off to a good start.
Yeah, really great recovery there, because Liquid was certainly putting in a solid execute to begin with. But that recovery from Finesse and Automatic, massive, and they do go ahead and take the pistol round. And I don't think we actually decided, but I almost kind of lean towards TSM a little bit on this map, given what I saw earlier today, and given the fact that Liquid hasn't played it that much more than TSM has, to be honest. So, I don't know. I could certainly see TSM having a shot here. Thoughts, or you think Liquid just take it into the series?
I mean, Liquid were able to grind out that first map, and that was certainly looking pretty poor for their perspective for a long time. And I think even if they fall behind early, they should be poised to take Cobble as well. And I would have expected the 2-0 all day. But I will say that I have been quite impressed with TSM. And they put up a much better result than I expected. And they seem to be playing well, and they're continuing that at least into the pistol round of the anti-eco here on Cobble. First rifle always the real test.
That is very true. Eco even going to make a little bit of a ruckus in this round with the Tech 9. A couple of kills. He'd have to ace to win it, but he's well on his way to it. Already got 3, but they have a good crossfire at the drop-down room, but somehow he's breaking through it, but only for just a moment, as Simphis will go ahead and deliver the final blow of the round, and we do have a 2-0 start here for TSM. Likely a 3-0, as of course Liquid won't have much to invest into this 3rd round.
Yeah, so TSM off to fantastic start. Op going to come out here for Simphis, and we saw him certainly cause a lot of problems over on Dust 2 for Team Liquid at middle. Doing a great job. Sick will still stay on the MP7. He's going to look to bring in as much money as possible. Team Liquid will really just try to get a plant out of this, maybe some information about how TSM's playing this map.
Absolutely. I mean, Simphis already has the op out in force for pretty much everyone else, so they're definitely already like set up for the opening gun round. They won't really have to upgrade at any point past this. Simphis almost got a free frag there, but quickly Simple got the heck out of there. Sick in the meantime, though, has been able to find that frag onto Elise. He's pushing through for more. Could find Kusta in the corner here. Almost dies, but does find the 2nd kill. So they do have the 5-on-3, and the rest of Liquid have control of the drop room, so maybe they try to push in here, but definitely some players in the area to deal with it.
Automatic back in KFC, and a very, very long sightline for any of these players coming out of drop. He'll find Nitro first. Hiko doesn't have to go out because Simple has opened up an avenue on the other side. He's killed a man coming out of the window there. Hiko will drop out. He's the last one up now. Spotting Adren at the door. A bit of a battle, and it's Automatic from the other side.
There's a 3-0 start from TSM, but Liquid now will be on to a bye, though. Kusta should be able to get his op if he so chooses, which it looks like he, of course, will. Everyone else will be able to buy up as well. So now we're going to see what does Liquid have cooked up on this map. Hiko now calling. This may be the first time they've played Cobble with Hiko calling, actually. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I know he just recently started, so very well possible. Looks like they're going to go, well, heavy long B. Not really surprised.
I think Balance is trying to call for a pause. Not sure why. Maybe that's why, because they didn't know what they were going to do on B this round. Sick. Nothing was covered. He just gets run up on and killed for free. No one was even spot, really. And Liquid just stormed into
like
B.
that's really weird. I don't know if like someone crashed or if like they were just looking to stack A that round. Well, there was only one guy B though behind the rock. That's really weird. I would almost, even if you're gonna stack A, there'd still be 2 guys B, right? So something must have. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there was a second guy B somewhere I just didn't see, but it felt like it was just that one guy rocked that
there was,
nitro
but
kill
I
and
don't think they
rectangle.
fought.
Okay.
They didn't fight long B plat, so no one even spotted that drop, and they just easily wrapped on Sick and killed him. He was completely unaware.
That's really, really weird. So it is going to be Liquid just storming through the B bomb site. Not even really a contest, and they will go ahead and get the opening round. Still money here for TSM to buy. Or not pause or anything, even still. So I guess everything was fine. It was just, I must have missed something. I don't know. But either way, Liquid, they didn't miss anything.
No
they
dust.
Took this opportunity.
TSM missed something.
Oh, they do take the pause now. Okay. Huh. I'm not sure what happened. I'm curious to see if we'll get like anything in in-game chat that'll kind of alert us to the issue.
Thinking about ping right now. There was talk about possibly moving servers before this, but they opted not to, and now it'll be Finesse having issues. They didn't want to. They wanted to switch because Semphis had 70, but I mean, Finesse with 100 is obviously a problem. And to be fair, Counter-Strike at like 60 ping plus is not really that fun.
Yeah, true. Of course, you have a Liege with kind of higher ping as well to kind of match up with Semphis, and you know, you got a couple of guys in the 40s. I mean, it's pretty even, except for obviously Finesse out of control. I don't know if it's like a routing issue for him, or if we'll have to change servers and do a medic, or what's going to happen here. I can't really see the discussion. Mine's like bugged out or something.
Poor Dust.
I'm missing dank
Finesse
memes
is
in
just
chat.
spouting some spicy memes. Is pretty much all. And Hiko's called for MM2. Which means message mode 2, aka team chat for those youngsters out there in the Twitch chat, in the audience.
Yeah, so we're just kind of at a standstill until we figure out what the heck's kind of going on with this game, and if we're gonna have to change anything, or if we're just gonna kind of carry on. But
no, we're not carrying on. You know what this means, Dust? We're gonna mention the global giveaway contest that ends March 20th.
What a segue!
iBUYPOWER.com/IBP-invite. They're trying to throw you a deal, and it's a bunch of free swag.
I just understood what.
And maybe you can actually play the game like Skadoodle.
Man. Oh,
and with
man.
that, we're gonna go to a break. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. We were wise to throw to a break because it did take a while, but we've got everything fixed. And we're ready to go. Remind you that it is TSM leading 3-1. They got the pistol round. The 2 anti-ecos were looking good, but they had a dot problem going into round 4, and Team Liquid punished them for it.
Absolutely, just a huge long B push, and what do you know? They're gonna go for it right again. Simple gonna lead the charge here. The smoke is up on the broken wall. Everyone's forming up, but they've actually slowed down a lot. They're just looking to slowly control this B platform. There are 4 players stacked here as well from TSM, just leaving 1 at A. I believe it's automatic. Everyone else is here and ready for this.
Well, Simple, he's trying to, thank you later, trying to toggle that X-ray to see what Simple can see. It wasn't much. He's trying to exploit that smoke, but comes away empty-handed, and it's actually Finesse who will bring Simple into justice. And this defense looking a lot better here from TSM, a little more orchestrated and not trying to call a pause mid-round and maybe not communicating with one another. This hold has looked good. That's Team Liquid with 3 players trying to get something done here on the T side. Unleash will bring down Sick.
Oh,
and
my.
actually finds a Dren off the site as well, just like that. Able to work themselves back into this round. They've got the man advantage now. Finesse all alone. He's already got 2 kills. He'll have to get a couple more. He'll dodge a lot of that nade damage, but Elige, man, just he's, I guess, a boy possessed.
And that's a good sign for Liquid, because normally when Elige is on, he's really on. That means this man's dropping like 30-something kills before the game's over.
What is Simple about to say?
I don't know, but Elige just... Big play there from Elige is really all you can say. He's getting fired up, and that, like I said, Elige is the type of player who can be extremely hot or extremely cold, and if he's on point, this is going to bode well for Liquid, as they just brute force the way to that B bomb site. Even after losing members early, they just plow through anyway, and now they have TSM on a save, and Simple going to pick up Sick right away. Simpus will try to push through himself. Liquid looking to tie this thing up.
Clearly the Counter-Strike players of the community have learned nothing, and we're going to have to send many, many more pro players to seminars on various topics. Tempest moving forward. He's going to be brought down by Simple. He was trying to make a quick play, but couldn't get that P251 shot that he was looking for. So Liquid looking to tie it up, as Nitro will bring down another player.
Oh. Not much left here for Liquid, even though Finesse will actually pick up Simple and find an AK, but only to just be baited into Kusta's op. So it is going to be a tied up game now, 3-all. I mean, it's a little bit concerning that Liquid's proven they can just brute force through a B bomb site stack. Like, that has to be in the back of TSM's minds. They got to be able to defend against that. They're going to, you know, gamble the stack. They have to at least hold firm over there and actually defend the site. So we are going to see Liquid back up into a full buy. So is TSM, and are Liquid just going to do it again?
They can. It looks like they will, because they're going very, very quick over to B right now. And it'll be Simple point man here on the long B platform, flashed up and slowed down a little bit. Six actually up on the rectangle behind that tree, so he is in the best position here for the defense. No one's even playing on the site. Semphis is backed off a little bit, and once again, that smoke's gonna go down. That'll allow Simple. This time he saw what he wanted to do in the last round. This time it works out. He'll bring down Finesse, and Sick up on the tree, coming up completely empty-handed. TSM, 2 men down already, make it 3. Simple's gonna grab 1 more, and Dren is pretty upset about that.
Yeah, that was like
round.
A really cool idea with the smokes. I don't think I've ever really seen. I almost feel like that was on purpose. The way they timed those 2 smokes to have that crack in between for Simple to peek through. I feel that was orchestrated, so that's actually really neat. Almost seems like it would be kind of a one-way too. Like, I doubt anybody could peer through those smokes and have spotted Simple, really. So that's actually something to keep an eye on to see if we see it again. But that's a great way to clear out, you know, the rectangle area and get, you know, get vision in the drop-down room as well. And now look at this. I mean, TSM, they're back on the back foot here, just upgraded pistols, and this is where Liquid can start expanding their lead in a big, big way.
TSM will go for a B stack, but they've been pretty much even stacking B on the rifle round somewhat. Heavy presence, and it's come up empty, so you would think with the pistols not much is going to change, and Team Liquid, I think, realizing this, are really focusing over on mid and taking A. They've already pushed automatic back. Now coming up danger, and set for the A split here. Whatever they want to do it.
They're clearing out the A-halls now with Elige taking point, just checking all the corners, making sure no one's playing up close for some type of shenanigans, as they will just be able to work their way into the A site now. There are 2 players tucked into the site, and there's a quick flank coming in here from Finesse, and a good rotate already, so they could actually collapse on Liquid, maybe catch him off guard a bit, but it seems like that won't be the case. Liquid just clear right on through. Automatic just got his head clean.
He must have been looking at something else. He didn't even react to the player that ran straight in front of him. He did still get kind of wrecked. I don't think a shot would have made a difference, but it was a deagle. There's always a chance it connects to the head. And Semphis, he's got away with an AK. Simple did go down. Maybe got a little too aggressive moving into the connector. I'll try to hold on, but Liquid are going to look for this. At this point, they've built up enough bank that they can easily go, and even if all of them die, it won't even matter that much. And they have found him. And the first man to make contact, this Hiko, he'll get the kill.
Now we're going to see our next buy round coming in here from TSM, and so far they have been kind of bullied around, and it's been 5 rounds in a row here from Liquid. Since they've been able to purchase guns, they've been flawless. Really just brute forcing their way into B, kind of using some crafty smokes to aid it. But it's definitely concerning for TSM to be able to stack the B bomb site yet still falter. So that is definitely something that they need to think about, as we are going to see Liquid go a little bit more default this time. Gonna see Kusta and Elige out here looking to just get some vision on mid-slope. Going simple, we're initially towards B. Hiko will now position himself in drop room to lurk, but they're going to go for an A execute. They know that they've put so much pressure at B, they throw the same exact smokes to make TSM think it is a B hit, and they're going to get the rotation they want.
Automatic seems to be aware of what's going on. He was pushed up long, and I think he heard some of that noise. And yeah, perfectly done. Around the stables, he's able to come away with 2 frags actually and get a reload. As they set everyone else up the slope, Automatic is making them pay for this. No one went up long. Well, I guess 1 did, but needed to have 2, I think, to facilitate that trade. Yeah, and they're talking. Hiko's talking about it now. He just says, we can't have 5 people go mid. Realizing they need to split up a little bit.
I mean, it was a good idea in theory. I mean, Liquid had been really punishing TSM over on the B bomb site, even to get stacks, and so they were almost assuredly going to get 4 people to play B off those smokes they threw in, with Hiko and Simple putting a small presence there, which would set you up very well for exactly what they attempted to do. The problem is Automatic, you know, went kind of unnoticed and had a really big play, which just killed everything for Liquid. So, good idea, just not quite executed properly enough. And that allows TSM a round, but now Liquid are going to go right back to the long execute. They're not going to wait at platform at all. They're going to send Nitro out immediately. Everyone's so blind here from the CT side, and Nitro just line them up with the leash and take them all out. And wow, how quickly has TSM fallen. They just have to save these guns now.
They're so susceptible to just falling apart when Team Liquid comes B fast. Like, every single round we've seen a Team Liquid have just plowed straight through them. Almost no contest. And then every single round ends in, like...
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, though, the difference is Liquid before would get on platform and they would kind of wait it out a little bit. They'd kind of give Simple a chance to peer through the edges of some smoke, see if he couldn't find an entry. That round, they just plowed out there. Like, there was no hesitation. And they were so blind at Rectangle.
And every single round that ends like this, the Team Liquid plowing through him at B ends in TSM just having a discussion. They're like, all right, what's gone wrong? What can we change? What can we do? What do we notice? How do we stop this? And so far, they haven't really been able to come up with anything.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to counter-nade it because there's a smoke there, so your incendiaries aren't going to be able to do anything. So besides HE nades, I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I think they haven't, just maybe putting an op behind Statue. They were all gathered up, just bunched up at Rectangle that round. They didn't have anyone like Chicken Coop or Statue, which are some normal positions you see being held. So, I mean, I don't know if that's the ticket, but regardless, I mean, Liquid just look super powerful right now.
Love over into drop, and they will spread things out and go a bit slower. And I only hope for Liquid's sake that if they do go back to A, that they will split it a little bit better instead of sending 4 people up that CT slope, because that's not going to cut it. You really just would have to rely on everyone hitting their shots at that point. Isn't really guaranteed. Automatic with a good angle. He's already spotted some players, seen their feet, seen the shadows. I don't think they've seen him. It is a common position to check the one that Automatic was in, and knowing that he doesn't have much help, people will just back up, and they'll set up a crossfire, him and a Finesse over there at long A. Elysian might be springing this trap here in just a moment.
Yeah. You have Finesse just playing up close with the CZ, trying to put it to the best use it can. Hiko, meantime, is going to be lurking drop down room, going to be able to get in here, make some noise. So there's a player in connector that should be aware of this. I believe that's Symphus. Who's looking for a pick, though, for the time being with this op at High Halls. Hiko, if he gets his kill on the Symphus, it's going to be massive. Does not, though, and Symphus gets the intel. They can start rotating to A now. Look at this. That
was just the lurk. Kusta's not going to check anything, and now he's been flashed. Finesse is going to be able to grab 2 here with the CZ. Beautifully done. And another man at the stable to help him out. That's Automatic. He comes away with 1 more. He'll eventually go down, but Adren is there to ensure that they win the round.
Even though it didn't matter, TSM was just able to get that rotation to be so quick because they were actually able to push long B and get the information that only Hiko was there. It didn't matter, it's because Finesse just blew him up with the CZ by himself, but definitely got to think about that if you're Liquid. They're starting to get to a point where TSM's reading them, and so they're getting faster rotates. Luckily for Liquid, a lot of time it hasn't mattered, they can just brute force their way through anyway, but maybe eventually it's not going to work, as they're going to go for that fast B again, but so many counter flashes coming this time. It'll be hard for Nitro to get out, and he won't be able to, but Elysian's still able to follow it up.
Dick gets 1 more and Yeah, Liquid are going in. Just surprise lack of utility on this one, right? Not even throwing a single smoke, I don't think. Maybe like a flash, and that was about it. So really relying on their raw aim and just trying to completely mechanically outplay
Simple.
their opponents. And
man.
yeah, Simple is on a... Well, it's being washed and finesse. That's an angle.
Yeah.
Just able to see the head of the Dark CT model against the stones, the cobblestones. You can't even see that.
Yeah, exactly. And you're right. I mean, that was definitely a little bit less utility there from Liquid, just trying to straight up aim their way through it. This time some good counter flashes and nades come in for TSM. Plus they were able to get a player chicken coop, and they had, 3 crosshairs fixated on the platform. So this time Liquid could just not get through it. Going to be able to AK up though again, and they are going to have utility, but this time they are going to just go to more of a default setup. They're going to have Kusta and Simple this time over towards middle. Nitro and Elige will still be putting pressure here on the B platform with Hiko at the drop-down room. They're going to throw those same smokes, but they're going to go for B plat control. They're actually going to try to go drop and actually maybe split the same bomb site.
Oh, Finesse went to peek in. It seemed like a good time, but he got so blind. Now he's shot and fallen out of the room. Meanwhile, Liquid say, screw that. We're going connector to A. And they certainly have done it. They got the bomb and one more coming up mid and long A. Bomb's actually being delayed a little bit, and that could be a problem if it goes down here, but it's Simple. He will win that first battle. Will he expect the second one? It's a Dren. No way he loses that. The trade comes out quick. The way Subtug trying to get back to the bomb, and they've even got players ring around the rosy over here in the connector. And it will be Team Liquid who come out ahead, and look like they will be finding their 7th round. Sick moving in pretty quick on a 1 versus 2. Has no idea where Kusta is, though.
Yeah, so you're starting to learn the style of team that Liquid is on this map under Hiko's direction, which isn't far from what they've really been doing since they put this 5 together, which is they're just a very aggressive, execute-oriented team. They don't really have these slower defaults. Maybe on Dust 2 they kind of do, because that's just the standard for the map, but on other maps, particularly, Cash, and now what we're seeing here, they're just getting your face right away. Maybe they throw a fake, and because you think they're so fast, or they're so quick on the execute, I think TSM really does bite on some of these fakes that Liquid throws. And now they're going to send Simple out at long B platform, this time a much slower version of the tactic, but he actually backs off and they go to a bit more of a default setup here.
Yeah, I think they have got a good enough read on the economy of TSM. They were able to put 2 rounds together, keeping only 3 people alive, so they know it's a pretty tight buy. But maybe not expecting that out from Semphis. Both 2 people trying to peek into it. Elige is, just like, all right, I guess I should try to trade this. Peeks out, and Semphis will not miss. A bit of a mistake there from Elige. But good shots from Semphis. That's certainly what carried them through a lot of their rounds on Dust 2, was his opping.
You have Liquid with control of the drop-down room. You see Nitro posted up with an angle here. The other 2 still in the lobby, maybe looking to go long, but Semphis has that op posted up there, and he's already got 2 frags. So we're going to see if Nitro can open something up. Finesse is right here with that CZ. Nitro does pick up Simmons, but really expect Finesse here. Yes, he will, and takes him out. What a
wow,
play from
what a flash. Team support all the way for Nitro, coming away with another kill. He single-handedly evened it up. He will go down now. It's a 2-on-2. Dren, but that most recent kill here for TSM. Molotov on the side of rectangle, and the bomb's been planted. The retake to be difficult. Automatic doesn't even have any armor.
Very true.
And no kits on either of these players. It's going to be tough. Automatic's got eyes on the bombs, but doesn't know exactly where these terrorists are. They've now spotted Hiko and Kusa on the rectangle. Will win that battle out against Automatic. I'm sure he was fighting aim punch more than he was fighting Kusta. And now a Dren on 16 HP. Hiko will take him down. It's 8-6.
Yeah, I don't know if he just bought FAMAS and just didn't get armor, or if he picked up the FAMAS and was always just no armor pistol. So I can't really fault him on the mistakes. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, if he did buy FAMAS and have armor, that actually could have made a huge difference if he would have had pistol armor or something like that in that 2v2 retake. Didn't wind up mattering, though. I mean, you got to give props to Nitro, just making a monstrous individual effort. Definitely had some support with some nice nades, but he was the one who came through with the frags. And now TSM on an even worse force buy than last round. In the last round of the half, though, of course, so they had to buy up what they could. And Liquid looking for a 9th round. It's going to send Elige out here on the platform solo. The bomb's actually tucked in at middle this whole time. This is like probably setting up to be a huge fake.
Let's see how successful Elish can. Oh man, they're just putting all 4 people over to be the bomb solo. What kind of
Can't
strat is
blame
this from Team Liquid? I mean, they know that TSM are going to be broke and going to extremely over rotate as soon as a couple of people at Team Liquid are spotted.
Yeah. I mean, I
So
assume
it
so many
kinda
people are
makes
gonna
sense, but-
go back to middle and help or come drop the connector. But it's still weird leaving the bomb by himself. What if someone would have pushed long A halls? You know, then you're kind of screwed. They are now gonna gather up with that bomb carry. He goes just alone here. Does get the kill on the sick. May not expect Finesse to be right underneath him though, so that could be an opportunity for a frag here for Finesse.
Okay, now they've brought everyone back over to support that bomb carrier. They're going to move up middle. They're walking. They're going quietly, but TSM know exactly what's up. The rotations have already been made. Simple's going to go into the connector. He'll find FNS looking the wrong way. And
Oh no!
oh my goodness, Simple.
Oh well, he
He's
gets
talking
it in the end,
trash
but...
earlier in all chats, so I thought he was going to go for the knife, and then, you know, he forgot how to aim a little bit there.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a struggle. Thinking we might have another odd shot moment there or whatever, but did not occur. Like would take it 9-6. I mean, really, if they would have won pistol, that would have been a nightmare for TSM because would have been a way more dominant score from Liquid. Once they got guns in their hands, they only dropped 3 rounds. So very, very dominant T side there from Liquid. Will their CT side be just as good to go ahead and close this thing out, or can TSM recover? As when we saw TSM play against Renegades earlier today on this map, they kind of, you know, played it pretty even on both sides of the map, and I think they had like an 8-7 kind of split on it, and then they didn't wind up going to overtime actually. So they've shown the capabilities to play a decent CT side. So you can't count them completely out, but 10 rounds they would need to win this in regulation would actually be higher than what they were able to achieve against Renegades. So might be a little bit out of reach, but we'll see.
I mean, neither teams have very much data on this map, right? TSM's 2-1 on it, and Team Liquid's, I think, 1-1 on it. But from the data that we do have, it does seem to be TSM that has a more stable CT side. I'm not sure how much that will matter, given the way that the games have gone and the fact that, again, the sample size is like 1 map.
Yeah. Again, the winner of this moves on to play against CLG in the semifinals. Of course, the other semifinals matchup is going to be Selfless versus Cloud9.
Yeah, let me look at those.
And of course, what the grand finals after that. We don't have.
Yeah, let's go Selfless. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, I mean that was
That'll
a big
be a
win
sick
over Luminosity.
story.
Yeah, it really would be. They actually had a sick run in the CEVO qualifier. They made it all the way to the finals, beating teams like Energy and TSM along the way to get there. They ultimately lost to Optic in the final, but still, just they've really just shown they haven't lost any steam. I feel like, even though they lost a big player, they have still, you know, remained at pretty much the same level, if not starting to even press more forward. So yeah, that would be cool to see them make it through. Got a tough battle against Cloud9, who looked really sharp today with, you know, Urakanji coaching them and, you know, getting their T side together a little bit more. But yeah, then of course CLG beating Tempo Storm, good for them. Now they'll play against the winner of this. Of course, that all starts tomorrow at, I believe, 12 p.m. Eastern time. So be on the lookout for finals day tomorrow.
Dualies, Pico, 2-gun, better than 1. Pico knows this. No kills just yet. Kusta's taking some damage. Semphis as well.
Holy cow!
Yeah, Simple, man. He's
Where
been on some crazy flanks. He is just.
Oh, your mic just clipped hard. Ow.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
He's going out of control in these rounds. He'll bring down a Dren and finesse. Shots he's got to hit right there, even if it is with the Glock.
Man.
Simple making him pay, causing so much confusion. He finds a third onto Semphis, running a clinic right now. He brings down Automatic, and now it's just sick.
What? Sorry, my voice probably got way higher than it needed to be, but that was a natural reaction. Simple is literally just walking around by himself, wrecking TSM. Could ace. You see they're actually backing off, maybe give him a chance at it. He's definitely searching for it. 6 so deep into this Avon side, doesn't matter. He can't do anything. Simple just, the ball's on that kid sometimes, man. And it almost always seems to pay off for him, I feel like. Sick has a chance to maybe get a cool little kill here on Nakusta.
It's Sick's turn. He's just going to do one better. He's going to go for the knife. Now back out to the knife.
Kusta's like, what?
Okay, Kusta, what a round, man. Round 16, Con. Well, TSM Team Liquid.
Simple's
never
like, no,
forget.
Elige.
Simple wants the ace. He's going back out for it. Oh, he's missing it. And on 10 HP, it'll be a headshot anyways. And now Elige. What a
sick one this round.
Work. He's founded 3K. 2 more players to contend with. He's going out to the bomb. Nitro open the window. Might ultimately be the Kryptonite, but he's been shot at. Sick knows something is up. He knows where this player is. What side, though, will he guess? And Nitro, he ends it all. And Sick, I mean, he would be hard-pressed to kill Hiko, who, you know, with only 2 seconds on the clock, Hiko was pretty far away.
Yeah.
But that round was...
Hiko
both
was
these teams took us to the circus, I think.
Yeah, Hiko was the insurance policy that round. He was making sure that they were going to take it after all the circus of a round we got to witness there. But seriously, just Simple being able to do that is... He's just a playmaker, man. When it works, it works. And, I mean, he single-handedly just ripped TSM apart there. That should never happen. It's thick. No, we are going to see TSM actually force buy. Like, really force buy. As much as it gets with no bomb plan, they really went heavy-handed here.
Well, Nitro will start to regain control of the round. He's brought down Semphis with that UMP. He'll drop a smoke and fall back. He escapes the danger that was perhaps FNS. Does just have a Tech 9. No utility for him. Actually, the only utility they got right now is a smoke on Sick. They have evened it up to a 4-on-4.
And to be fair, this is actually kind of normal. I didn't think about the fact that Sick had so many kills, so that gave him extra money to get the AK.
And he sliced somebody.
Yeah, that too. I didn't think about that. So this is actually a pretty normal force buy.
There's Finesse. He'll bring down Nitro, who's trying to play a close corner, which I gotta wonder about that. You know there's going to be some pistols out there that can one-tap you. Simple spotting them up. He can once again be that playmaker with his position on the site. You don't often see them up on the barrels, up on this ledge. He's already brought down the bomber. Now everyone can see him somehow still finding that second frag onto his friend, and it's automatic coming over with the submachine gun, but Hiko will shoot him down.
That's really the story of Simple, isn't it? Always getting 1 or 2 more than you think he should. Usually in these spots where you think, okay, yeah, he gets that 1, but he should get traded. Yeah, but then he doesn't. Then you see rounds like that happen as Liquid up 11-6. TSM obviously going to be more in a save this time around, so Liquid can go ahead and get their lead up to an even higher margin before we see TSM being able to make a full purchase. As TSM look like they're just going to smash their way into B.
I've got a few flashes. Okay, all of the flashes have gone over. Hiko was pretty blind, but then no one even... Okay, they threw these flashes and then no one went.
That's kind of a problem. Now what?
Yeah, right? So that's pretty much the round.
Heads are being scratched.
Simple's probably moving around somewhere.
Yeah.
Actually, he's not. He's over enjoying the chicken at KFC. Couldn't have said that. I'm so hungry.
TSM now gathering up over here at the mid slope with the bomb. They have left Sick behind at plat. Maybe he'll just go out and engage, and then they'll bring the bomb in. But now they've already been spotted at middle. Now Sick will actually try to flank and get some kills, but he's been picked up by Elige. Meanwhile, there's TSM just running through the Metzer, as we are going to see Liquid make it 12-6. And I think when this opening gun round, it feels like this map will just kind of be over and done with, and Liquid will move on to the semifinal against CLG. But if TSM can get this, maybe we'll have ourselves another game like Dust 2 that winds up pretty close.
Well, first rifle, this one TSM can really show us what they got. Well, not even really fully show us. If they wanted to do some crazy execute, they'd be hard-pressed. They barely have enough utility to just like get the early map control that you're going to need to either take over long A or work yourself off on the long B platform. And okay, Simple's gone over the boost. He'll go down automatic with that shot, but TSM are not backing off their original plan of working out long. Will they check Nitro? Kusta hits that first shot. Will they tunnel vision the end of long A and completely forget about, I like to call this place Rook. And Nitro is in.
And so, TSM able to get the, I guess, trade, like equal trade. They have a 4-on-4 situation here. They have the AKs in their hands. Nitro just on a FAMAS, who's maybe a little bit handicapped. He's playing alone over here in danger. Kusta at balcony, so he's still able to help A, but he's kind of drifting towards the B side. And this is where TSM might have their moment, you know, with it being a 4-4, they do have the slight advantage. Hiko probably hears that drop, so he knows there's someone there. TSM are looking to split this B-bomb site.
I see they've got a smoke down. They got that. I don't even know if they do have any smokes on. I heard one bloom, but I don't know where it went. And the minimap for me is like really bugged. There's definitely not that many smokes out right now. Nick sees a man on rock. That'll be Hiko will bring him down. Elige going to show himself now at the chicken coop. Try to pop flash up, but it's too late. Sick finds two, and he opens up the B site. Bomb going to go down. Nitro and Kusta. Nitro coming up at long B. Adren has now spotted him. He'll hold the angle. Nitro try to rattle him up with the nade. Not going to be super effective, though. Just a little bit of damage done. Kusta now pushed. Automatic going out of that drop window, and it'll be Nitro to hold on. So TSM do find their 7th round.
Yeah, big round to win. That's exactly what they needed to stay in the game. You kind of feel if they would have dropped this one, it would have be spiraled out of their control, and Liquid would have been moving on a little bit more quickly tonight. But TSM are going to seal one up, and that gives them a little bit of a chance now to bring this one back. They will hold on to 4 guns as well, so they'll be able to, you know, nicely build up their economy now. Meanwhile, of course, Liquid kind of broken. I mean, they do have enough money to still put a buy together here. They can do some dropping. They had a lot of money on a couple of players to be able to do that. So yeah, they'll get the full comfortable buy here. Simple actually had the out this round over Kusta. So a little bit of a change up there. Looks like he's going to take it over to the B-bombs. Like Kusta will play A by himself. M4. Even Nitro is going to be over here at B. So this is kind of a crazy back. And it, you know, also just kind of weird to see Simple take the op over Kusta.
Yeah, I kind of like that, though. It keeps the other team always guessing. Like, either one of them can get a good spawn and then take that op somewhere and do some damage. The fact that you have 2 extremely capable oppers is pretty cool. So Simple will take it this round. Trying to see up over that smoke, and I think he did, yeah, but still can't quite get a clean shot onto Semphis, who is also still posted with his op. Simple is going to go back up on this platform. Oh my goodness, Simple.
So fast.
What a pick. Wow. Semphis has got to be like, all right.
Well then. Yeah, I mean, what can you say to that? No one made a mistake. Simple just too quick. Automatic trying to push through to go get somebody. He even spots the barrel. It doesn't matter. Simple takes him out anyway. And this man's auto rampage just keeps going. Finally silenced by Finesse, but the damage has been done. There is no doubt about that. Wow, man.
Yep. Alright. Turning comms on can be a bit distracting listening to the players, but someone's just like, he just no-scoped me. That was great. Now Adren. Oh, it was automatic that complained about it. Adren with that kill. Spotting a man there in a drop, it looked like, or maybe just taking some shots at the walls. He's been spotted crossing back up to the broken platform. But what can he do? 1v3, the bomb down, time in the red. He's got to back off.
Yeah, he knows he can safely save it. He saw the guy in drop room. There's no one really here to stop him from going back around the spawn. So he will carry the op over, but I mean, Simple just been on a tear this half. I mean, he had that quad kill on the pistol round. That was a massive play that guaranteed him basically a 3-0 star on the half. And now he comes out in the second gun round of the game and just makes it such an individual play with that op over there in the B-bomb site. He'll hold on to that op as well. Mana as well, making plays. Kusta will stay on the M4. And Kusta is a pretty capable rifler as far as oppers go, I feel like. So I don't think it's too much of a burden on him to be in this situation.
Yeah, was it the it was at the minors where he had some absolutely insane games where he was better than everybody, whether he was using the op or the rifle. And it was fun to see. And the same thing goes for Simple. Like, both of them can easily use both weapons. And you can see why Simple is using the op. That last round, very evident of that. Coming away with 3 ridiculous shots, well, I think, especially that one on the Semphis.
I think the only reason why they even pulled him off the primary opping position was just his play style. Like, he was just too aggressive, so he might lose you an op or something like that trying to make a play. Whereas if he does it with the rifle, it's not as much of a handicap. So I mean, he's certainly talented enough to be a primary opper on a team. There's no doubt about it. He's just an all-around skilled player. So they go and pick up a primary op they can rely on to be stable in Kusta, but you know, every now and then you still give Simple a chance to make plays with it, like right there.
Ren with that op trying to open up something here and around for TSM. They've bought as much as they could, but it wasn't really great. Some utility. They also use it sparingly and effectively. They'll flash out. They'll check the wrong way first, so Nitro's able to come away with 1 kill. Pretty much a one-and-done position. He didn't have much support. Elige on his rotation over. Not going to be caught off guard. He'll bring down automatic. One man still lurking over there is Semphis. But it's Liquid who are still controlling this B site. They've rotated over in time. They never really even lost control. Ooh. And Semphis, that man that was lurking, will come up with a free 1 dig onto Simple. So 2-on-2 right now, but Elige working his way around the truck. And from sight, capitalizing on Semphis missing that op shot.
And I think it was actually a Drin who missed the op shot there onto Elige. That was kind of the big turning point. I feel like if Adrin actually hits Elige, they might actually turn that round in their favor, because Semphis had that big flank, but it just didn't happen. And now it's Liquid going for map point. Obviously, TSM not wanting to play for OT, so they're going to force up what they can here. And then next round, they're going to have even less to work with than this, I think, right? 2,400 coming in next round. So, yeah, this is do or die.
And they're just force buying here for Team SoloMid at it one more time. Nitro on the other side. This time he gets one and stays alive. Potential for more here. 13 bullets left. He will grab automatic. Can he find Adren? He's being shot up from the top. He'll bring down Semphis. Then Adren moves in, but a little too late. It'll be Team Liquid with a 3-on-2 advantage, and they've made those rotations once more. And again, they never lost control of the site. Hiko is still there on A, and Simple with that op. Starting to heat up, and Elige will come get him out of danger. Match point, Liquid.
Yeah, the fact that Nitro gets 3 kills from there is pretty nasty. Gotta be able to deal with that a little bit better if you're TSM trying to make a comeback on a force buy. And now, again, they have to do more with less. They're just gonna have, this time they're not gonna have any rifles around the Tech 9s. It's gonna be all Tech 9s. 1 Deagle on the Semphis. Adren will get the solo AK, but no armor with it. Might pass it to someone with armor, I feel like would be the right choice. I guess they won't even think of that. Just trying to scramble for the round as it looks like they are heading towards Long B.
This time they've given the op back over to Kusta. He's going to be watching A with a little bit of help from a Nitro, who I think actually dropped off the platform. Yeah, he's just sitting there supporting with the smoke. So only 3 people over at B right now, but they put Simple up on the tree. He's in a great spot, and he's gone unnoticed. It's Finesse who's out first. He's made so much space, but he hasn't really cleared anything or seen anyone, and then he's finally opted out. Kusta's made his rotation over. Simple up on the tree, gonna grab 2. Thought for a second it was gonna be a 3rd. That seems to be the way Simple operates, getting those kills you don't expect him to get. Hiko there closing that with 2 more. It's 16-7 in Team Liquid. Much more dominant here on Cobble. They will win the series and move on 2-0. The war is over, Dust.
Indeed, the war is over. The show must go on, but must go on tomorrow. We'll see if the what is that? The Poland Power Cows.
The Power Cows.
Yeah, see if they can come through tomorrow. Again here on Liquid, as I think Elige is slightly Polish, so that reference does actually work, believe it or not. But anyway, we are going to see Liquid take it this time, much more dominant fashion. I mean, right, Dust 2 was even looking a bit scary for them at the beginning. TSM had a big lead to start with, but they still claw their way back in and win it in overtime. But here on Cobble, they just tear right through. Once they were able to buy guns on the terrorist side of Cobble, I mean, they had no problem finding rounds, winning, only dropping 3 rounds once they were able to make a buy. And then on the CT side, they just never really let up. They gave up 1 round, the opening gun round, that was it. And then they close it and seal the deal. So we are going to be seeing them move on to the semifinals, where they will be playing at CLG. So basically the way the schedule goes for tomorrow, folks, is at 12 p.m. Eastern time, so 11 Central or 9 a.m. Pacific. We are going to see Selfless taking on Cloud9 in the first semifinals match. And then later on in the day, basically directly after that semifinal, we will have, of course, CLG taking on Liquid. Of course, both teams that win that will move on to the finals, where they will fight for $10,000. Second place taking $4,000, and of course, the third, fourth place teams that lose the 2 semis will make $1,000 apiece. But guess what? You can make something too, can't you, Joey?
Yes, there's a deal. iBUYPOWER is trying to throw